So, this story kicks off with a dad and his son, Hyun-jun, moving into a new house. Times are tough. The dad lost his job and had to leave their old town to find work. Hyun-jun's mom and little sister are staying behind with grandma because mom's not feeling well. So it's just Hyun-jun and his dad starting fresh together. The very next day, Hyun-jun is walking around, checking out his new neighborhood, and he bumps into this really strange, kind of scary-looking dude who's carrying a huge stack of books. Definitely leaves an impression. Soon after, Hyun-jun starts at his new school. First day jitters are real, and being the new kid is never easy. He quickly learns he's got to watch out for this school gang called Zeus. It's led by a tough sophomore named Jae-yoon. He also meets a kid named Byung-yun, who's in his class. This Byung-yun guy fills him in on the school's power dynamic. There are two big gangs, Zeus and Storm. But honestly, at that point, Hyun-jun's just trying to figure out where the cafeteria is, so he doesn't pay it much mind. He gets to class, and this super upbeat, funny teacher, Mr. Ja, walks in and introduces himself as their homeroom teacher. Don't let the humor fool you, though. Mr. Ja is secretly a genius and was handpicked by the principal because he's so talented. During the break, Hyun-jun gets called over by a huge, intimidating guy named Young-soo. And get this, Young-soo wants to be friends. Hyun-jun is completely taken aback because Young-soo is known as one of the strongest guys in the whole school. It turns out that Young-soo is actually that intimidating guy he saw carrying the books yesterday. Later, Hyun-jun heads back to class and accidentally runs into Jin-won, another one of the school's powerhouses and Young-soo's best friend. They're both held back a year, so they're still in the same grade as Hyun-jun. They're both great fighters, which makes Hyun-jun feel lucky to have them on his side. While they're talking, some upperclassman spits down at them from the floor above. Jin-won is not about that and yells up at the dude. The upperclassman immediately comes down to their classroom to challenge Jin-won to a fight. When Young-soo sees what's happening, he jumps up, trying to stop the fight to help his friend. Luckily, Mr. Ja shows up just in time to break it up before punches are thrown. After that, Hyun-jun, Young-soo, and Jin-won become tight and form their own little group, calling themselves The Gathering. While they're hanging out, Byung-yun comes over and tells them that Jae-yoon's Zeus gang is holding a tournament for all the first-year students. The winner gets to join their gang. So, of course, Hyun-jun and his new buddies rush off to watch the fights go down. After seeing all the action, Hyun-jun asks Jin-won to teach him how to fight, how to defend himself. He knows Jin-won has martial arts experience. Jin-won agrees and starts training Hyun-jun so he can protect himself from bullies. The next day, Hyun-jun walks to school with Young-soo. When they get to class, they find out that Jae-yoon's gang has called Young-soo out. The leader of Zeus wants Young-soo to enter the tournament. But Young-soo refuses because he wants to graduate and doesn't want to get held back again. Suddenly, Jae-yoon and his gang show up to challenge Young-soo because they have some unfinished business and bad blood. However, Young-soo still refuses because he promised someone he wouldn't fight anymore. One day, as the group is about to head home, Jin-won gets into an argument with a student from the night class because he doesn't want to share the time slot for entering the classroom. Although Young-soo tried to stop him, things quickly spun out of control, and soon Young-soo and Hyun-jun were caught up in the fight as well. The following day, Mr. Ja calls all the students involved up to the front of the class for punishment. But to Hyun-jun's surprise, Young-soo decides to take all the punishment for his friends so that no one else would get in trouble. As a result, Young-soo's legs were badly bruised, and Hyun-jun helped him relieve the pain. To thank them, Byung-yun invited the group to eat, but Jin-won didn't go with them and quietly left. That's when Hyun-jun learned that Jin-won has to work after school to save money for his girlfriend's surgery. This makes Hyun-jun realize that Jin-won is willing to sacrifice a lot for the people he cares about. Hyun-jun and his dad have to go meet with Mr. Ja because of all the trouble he stirred up. Hyun-jun gets lucky because his dad steps in and smooths things over, so he doesn't get a huge punishment. But tragically, Jin-won ends up getting expelled. Hyun-jun's totally bummed out about losing his friend. So, after school, he goes over to Young-soo's place to see how he's doing. Young-soo makes Hyun-jun his favorite meal, and they just hang out, joke around, and get even closer. The next day at school, everyone's buzzing about the fight between the Gathering and the night school guys. Word gets around that the Gathering is not to be messed with. While Young-soo's chilling in class, one of his buddies comes rushing in to tell him that Jae-yoon is forcing Bang Kim to fight one of the Gathering members. Young-soo doesn't want any part of it because he promised he wouldn't fight anymore. But the Gathering member ends up losing, giving Zeus a 1-point lead. After school, Hyun-jun finds out that the real reason Young-soo doesn't want to fight anymore is because he doesn't want to hurt his girlfriend, Jong Hyun. Later, Jong Hyun introduces Hyun-jun to her friend, Jimin, and bam, Hyun-jun is instantly smitten. It's love at first sight. After that meeting, Hyun-jun gets super curious about how Young-soo and Jong Hyun got together in the first place. He tells him that it started with something really small. Jong Hyun thought Young-soo was gorgeous after accidentally seeing him while he was taking a shower. Young-soo also tells Hyun-jun that Jimin seems to have a thing for him, so he encourages Hyun-jun to make a move and not hurt Jimin. The next day, Hyun-jun is on cloud 9 and decides to ask Jimin out on a date. They have an awesome time talking and just being together. But on the way home, they get stopped by OD and his friends. OD brings up some guy named Hyuk Nam, and the whole vibe gets super tense. Because of this, Hyun-jun misunderstands Jimin and feels like she's been lying to him. Their relationship hits a rough patch after that. That night, Hyun-jun is still confused, so he asks Young-soo about Hyuk Nam. Young-soo explains that Hyuk Nam was Jimin's ex-boyfriend, who died in an accident after they broke up. Because of that, Jimin was blamed by her friends for a while and went through a really tough time. That's why she's so sensitive when Hyuk Nam's name is mentioned. The next day, Young-soo wakes Hyun-jun up early to go exercise. But instead, he takes Hyun-jun to Jimin's mom's grave. By coincidence, Jimin and Jong Hyun are there too. Jimin invited Hyun-jun to visit her mom's grave because it was her birthday. Thanks to that moment, Hyun-jun and Jimin's relationship starts to get back on track. One day in class, a shy student asks Hyun-jun for help because he's getting picked on by two bullies. Hyun-jun stands up for him, with support from Young-soo. After that, Hyun-jun feels more confident and decides to start a group to help students who are being bullied. But soon after, he and his crew run into Jae-yoon and his gang. Jae-yoon heard about Hyun-jun's heroic acts, but instead of starting trouble, he just makes fun of Young-soo. Hyun-jun doesn't like that one bit and wants to step in to defend his friend. But Young-soo and the others stop him. Later, when Hyun-jun tells Young-soo what happened, Young-soo warns him not to go too far because he doesn't want the whole group to get in trouble with Jae-yoon. However, Hyun-jun still thinks he did the right thing by helping the student and protecting Young-soo. This makes the relationship between the two of them a little strained. The next day, while he's hanging out in class, Hyun-jun gets the news that his dad was injured while working. Without hesitation, he rushes to the hospital. Because of his dad's condition, Hyun-jun has to take some time off from school to replace his dad and work transporting fruit. The hard work makes him understand the difficulties his dad faces, who has been working hard to support the family. But as soon as he starts to feel tired and discouraged, Young-soo and the gathering members come to visit him after school. At that moment, Hyun-jun and Young-soo make up. So, they're all having a blast. And the whole crew even helps Hyun-jun out with work after school every day. That's what real friendship is all about. You can't put a price on that. Time flies by, and Hyun-jun and his friends are moving up to their sophomore year of high school. He's still in the same class as Young-soo and Byung-yeon, but the other two members of the gathering get put in different classes. While the crew is just chilling and chatting, Hyun-jun accidentally spills water on Bang Kim. Bang Kim gets super ticked off, and a fight immediately breaks out. But Bang Kim doesn't play fair. He calls in Jae-yoon's gang for backup. Because of this, Young-soo has no choice but to accept Jae-yoon's challenge. Jae-yoon is still holding on to that grudge from 3 years ago with Young-soo and the gathering, so they set a time and place to settle things once and for all. In class, Hyun-jun's friends tell him that Zeus and Storm have teamed up to take down the gathering. But Young-soo isn't fazed at all. He calls up some of his old buddies to help out. Finally, when everyone's gathered, an all-out gang war erupts. It's a huge battle with fists flying everywhere. After a super intense fight, the gathering comes out on top. They celebrate with a party, and because of this victory, Jae-yoon's gang doesn't dare mess with them anymore. The next day, Hyun-jun is relaxing and eating with his friends as usual. During the meal, a friend mentions that Young-soo wants to go to college because he believes education is super important for the future. Hyun-jun suddenly remembers that Young-soo mentioned this before, which also explains why Young-soo didn't want to cause trouble at school. He wants to focus on his future. Hyun-jun also finds out that after the big fight, Jae-yoon decided to leave the school and move somewhere else. But suddenly, Byung-yeon runs in with some bad news. Young-soo has been attacked by some mysterious person and is now in a coma. Without hesitating, the whole group rushes to the hospital to check on Young-soo. Hyun-jun and his friends also report it to the police, hoping they can find the attacker. However, The police don't take the case seriously and refuse to investigate. Feeling helpless and angry, Hyun-jun and his friends decide to find the culprit themselves. Meanwhile, Hyun-jun's dad has recovered, but Hyun-jun is still sad because now Young-soo is the one in danger. He's so worried that he loses his appetite. The only thing he can think about is his best friend's condition. The next day, Hyun-jun goes to Bang Kim and his gang, challenging them to a one-on-one fight. He believes that Bang Kim is the one who attacked Young-soo. Seeing Hyun-jun so angry, Bang Kim gets scared because he didn't actually do anything. But Hyun-jun is too furious to listen to any explanations. Jimin realizes that Hyun-jun is in danger and tries to stop him. She's scared because she doesn't want to lose someone important again, like she lost her mom and her ex-boyfriend. But Hyun-jun doesn't listen. He's determined to find the guy who hurt Young-soo, even if it means putting his own life on the line. He even says he'll break up with Jimin if she keeps trying to stop him. At that moment, Jimin is speechless and just feels helpless. Soon after, Hyun-jun goes to Jin-won, suspecting that he's the one who attacked Young-soo. Turns out, Gun took advantage of Jin-won by promising to pay for his girlfriend's surgery if Jin-won defeated Young-soo, but Jin-won ended up losing. Now, Hyun-jun thinks that maybe Jin-won attacked Young-soo to get the money. Finally, Jae-yoon confesses that he was the one who attacked Young-soo. He's still bitter about losing the other day and wanted to get revenge in the dirtiest way possible. Hyun-jun is forced to reason with Jin-won, making him realize that what he did was wrong. Right after that, a heated battle breaks out. Hyun-jun fights with everything he's got and wins, but Jae-yoon plays dirty by ordering his cronies to jump in. Despite being outnumbered, Hyun-jun doesn't give up. He calls his friends to help him fight off Jae-yoon's dirty tricks. Jae-yoon is totally shocked when he finds out that Young-soo has woken up from his coma. Even Bang Kim and Jin-won decide to side with Young-soo. Realizing he's surrounded, Jae-yoon challenges Hyun-jun to a one-on-one fight to make things fair. Without hesitation, Hyun-jun accepts. Even though he's exhausted from the previous battle, Hyun-jun keeps fighting and finally defeats Jae-yoon. Because of this victory, the gathering gets bigger and more famous. But even though they're stronger now than ever before, they don't want to cause any more trouble. The real reason they formed the gang wasn't to fight but to form friendships. Because for them, friendship is what really matters. And that's the end of the movie. Thank you guys for watching.